Hello and a very good evening. You're watching Verdict 2017 on Rajya Sabha Television with me, Frank Pereira. Here are today's Verdict headlines. Samajwadi Party releases third list of candidates for Uttar Pradesh Assembly election. Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav to contest from Mubarakpur. Congress workers go on a rampage in Uttarakhand capital. Dehradun Supporters vandalise party office over ticket distribution to former BJP MLAs. And BJP pitches airport project in North Goa to woo voters in the state. Party promises that it will bring employment to local residents. Well, the Samajwadi Party today released its third list of candidates for the Uttar Pradesh Assembly election. Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav will contest from Mubarakpur, while Mulayam Singh's daughter-in-law Aparna Yadav is contesting from Lucknow Cantonment. Earlier on Sunday, the party released the list of candidates for 77 seats in Uttar Pradesh Assembly election. The Samajwadi Party is contesting the Uttar Pradesh polls in alliance with the Indian National Congress. The Congress had agreed on 105 seats, while the SP is fighting elections on 298 seats.
आप लोग गवाह हैं, विगत 5 वर्षों में लाख कोशिश के बाद भी ऐसे कम ऐसे नेता जो नहीं चाहते कि जनता के हित में काम हो या विकास का जो कार्यक्रम है वो लागू हो, जब उन्हें 5 वर्ष में सफलता नहीं मिली, उनकी कोशिश थी कि यहाँ अराजकता का वातावरण व्याप्त हो जाए।
Well, senior Samajwadi Party leader Naresh Agarwal today refuted speculations about him joining the BJP. He alleged that the Saffron Party was spreading rumours for the fear of losing voters among the traders.
पूरी बेसलेस है और ये मुझको डैमेज करने का प्लान किया जा रहा है। मुझे लगता है इसमें वो लोग हैं जो जिंदगी भर पॉलिटिक्स में न्यूसेंस का काम करते रहे हैं और मैं इन्हीं से भी जानना चाहता हूं कि किस बेस पे आखिर इस खबर को उन्होंने दे दिया। मेरा संकल्प है भारतीय जनता पार्टी को उत्तर प्रदेश में हराना और मैं आपके माध्यम से व्यापारी वर्ग से भी अपील करूंगा कि नोटबंदी पे कम से कम करारा जवाब भारतीय जनता पार्टी को दें। अखिलेश मेरे नेतृत्व, राम गोपाल जी मेरे बड़े भाई हैं, मैं पूर्णतः समाजवादी पार्टी के साथ हूं।
Well, joining me on the program today to talk about, several developments that have taken place in the poll-bound states is Aditi Fadnis, political editor of the Business Standard. But before I get a reaction from our guest, let me go across to our correspondent, Panchanan Mishra, who's joining us from Lucknow. Panchanan, we just heard Naresh Agarwal there speaking to the media, clarifying that, these are baseless rumors that are being spread that he has joined the BJP. Did he say who exactly are these people who are, spreading some of these rumors? Panchanan, if you can hear me, of course, we just heard Naresh Agarwal of the Samajwadi Party come out and speak to the media about allegations being made that he has joined the BJP. Who's making these allegations?
We saw that Naresh Agarwal called the press conference and he strongly denied that he is not going anywhere and these are all rumors. He also spoken about taking legal action against this video agency. He said that his role was very crucial in the alliance talks and he was deeply involved with Akhilesh Yadav camp, so that there may be some persons who are against him is putting the rumors, but he strongly said that he is with Samajwadi Party, is not going anywhere, and also he concerned that in future media should take care about these type of news also.
Okay, and as far as preparations on the ground are concerned, how is the Samajwadi Party preparing for the polls?
Yeah, the preparations are on full war scale because tomorrow Akhilesh Yadav is going to do his first rally of this assembly election, and he will be in Sultanpur to do his first rally. and the Congress and Samajwadi Party joint alliance has now decided to go into polls. Then we have to see what role of Congress leadership will be in these rallies, because it has been said from Samajwadi Party sources that there will be two rallies in which Rahul Gandhi may be present in each phases. So that there are 7 phases. It means that there will be 14 rallies in which Akhilesh Yadav and Rahul Gandhi may be joined together.
Right.
But
all right. Panchanan, thank you for joining me with all those details, of course, of those rallies. Well, let's bring in Aditi Fadnis into the picture now. Aditi, as far as politicking in Uttar Pradesh is concerned, campaigning really has not started in full swing as such, and we are yet to see really the political parties and the bigwigs come to the fore. But are you surprised thus far of what you've seen, that the politicking in Uttar Pradesh has not taken any kind of polarization?
Well, I'm sure we'll see what happens now, because those who are going to be denied tickets will come out right out in the open and will register their protest about why other people are being given tickets and not somebody from their own party. So all that will take place. I think the most important thing is how at the top this alliance works out and how it works out in the bottom. At the top, how it works out, we'll see tomorrow. Sultanpur is a very important constituency. Varun Gandhi represents it in the Lok Sabha constituency, and it has been a kind of a Gandhi family bastion. So it's going to be extremely important to see how the alliance, whether Akhilesh Yadav criticizes the Congress, which began on a very critical note, 27 saal UP Behal, and has now joined hands with the very people who have brought UP to the state it is in, or they claim the state it is in. So how all that is put aside and how they go presenting a joint front, and how much of a joint front it really is, will be on evidence, will be on show tomorrow, starting tomorrow. So the tricky part of the negotiation, the which seats are to be fought by Congress, which seats are to be fought by Samajwadi Party, I think that is more or less decided. Now, how do you present this common front to the people? That has to be decided.
Indeed. Do stay with us, Aditi. I'll just come back to you for another reaction in just a bit. But let's move on now and get you news from Uttarakhand, where Congress workers went on the rampage in the state capital, Dehradun, ahead of assembly elections in the state. Now, the supporters who were unhappy over distribution of poll tickets vandalized the party's office.
Fissures in the Congress party coming out into the open in northern Uttarakhand. Angry supporters, upset over the ticket distribution, vandalized the party's office in Dehradun on Monday. On Sunday, the Congress declared its candidates for 63 seats in the poll-bound state.
समस्या ये आनंद शर्मा जी को लेकर समस्या है, जो उन्होंने पिछली बार चुनाव लड़ा था, उनको 11 दिन के अंदर कांग्रेस पार्टी ने टिकट दिया था, जिसके अंदर उनको 22,000 वोट पड़ा था। अब उनका टिकट 5 साल से वो मेहनत कर रहे हैं अपने क्षेत्र के अंदर, पूरा क्षेत्र उनका है, पूरा हिंदू मुसलमान समाज उनके साथ जुड़ा हुआ है। आज उनका टिकट काट दिया गया है। अब क्यों काट दिया गया? उनका टिकट नहीं कटना चाहिए था।
जो पार्टी का कमांडर होता है उसका काम लड़ना नहीं होता, उसका काम लड़वाना होता है। वो हमारे पीछे खड़े रहे। हरेंद्र शर्मा, अगर टिकट नहीं मिलेगा तो सीधा सीधा है कि आप बीजेपी को सीट गंवा रहे हो।
The workers threw chairs, broke furniture and tore off posters in the party office. Congress spokesperson said that the workers will be persuaded and they will steadfastly campaign for the party for the upcoming elections.
जो समर्थक हैं उनके प्रत्याशियों को टिकट नहीं मिल पाया, इसलिए उनका उदासीन होना और इस तरह से अपना फ्रस्ट्रेशन निकालना ये बहुत ही स्वाभाविक है और ये प्रत्याशित था। कोई ऐसी प्रत्याशित बात नहीं हो रही है और ये हर चुनाव के समय पर, टिकट बंटवारे के समय पर होती है।
Big ticket entrants from the PDF in the Congress list include Prasad Naithani from Devprayag, Kishore Upadhyay from Sahespur, Indra Ridesh from Srinagar and Godiyal Ganesh from Haldwani. Chief Minister Harish Rawat is himself contesting from Haridwar rural and Kitcha seats. On Saturday, The BJP also released a list of 6 candidates.
कुछ हमारे जो पूर्व के विधायक थे उन्होंने कांग्रेस से चुनाव लड़ने का फैसला किया है, लेकिन हम उनसे इतना ही कहना चाहते हैं कि जब पहली बार उनको टिकट मिला था तो उस समय भी असंतोष था कार्यकर्ताओं में, उनके प्रति उनके टिकट को लेकर था, लेकिन भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेताओं ने उनके पक्ष में सब लोगों को एकत्र किया और वो जीते। आज अगर वो कांग्रेस में गए हैं तो भाजपा के विधायक के रूप में गए हैं।
हमेशा ऐसा होता है जब लिस्टें जो हैं आउट हो जाती हैं और किसी जो है पार्टी के नेता को नहीं मिलता तो उसके जो समर्थक और शुभचिंतक होते हैं वो थोड़ा आहत होते हैं। तो अभी ये थोड़ा उनके अंदर की गर्मी है, 1-2 दिन और प्रतीक्षा की जाए तो धीरे धीरे करके सब लौट आएगा।
The Congress has given tickets to 4 former BJP MLAs, while many former Congress legislations had joined the BJP earlier. Elections to the 70-member Uttarakhand Assembly will be held on February 15th. The Congress has a challenge ahead to maintain control of the state after surviving a leadership threat to the Harish Rawat government last year.
Rebellion has hit the political parties soon after announcement of tickets. Disheartened local leadership is expected to have a considerable impact on election results. With camera person Santosh Yadav, Navikram Singh, Rajya Sabha TV, Dehradun.
Well, despite the outrage by the Congress workers, Congress Uttarakhand State President Kishore Upadhyay has claimed that the party will secure 2/3 majority. He further said that the delay in publishing the first list of the candidates is because the central leadership was busy in forming an alliance in Uttar Pradesh. Our correspondent Navikram Singh with this exclusive interview.
हमारे साथ हैं उत्तराखंड प्रदेश कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष किशोर उपाध्याय साहब। प्रदेश कार्यालय पर कार्यकर्ताओं ने गुस्से का इजहार किया, टिकट बंटवारे से काफी नाखुश दिखे, इस पर आप क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए, 1000 से ज्यादा लोगों ने कांग्रेस की दावेदारी की उम्मीदवार बनने के लिए। अब उसमें 70 ही लोगों को टिकट दिया जा सकता है। ये एक सतत प्रक्रिया है।
टिकट बंटवारा हुआ है, उसमें कई बीजेपी के बागियों को टिकट दिया गया है। ऐसे में क्या कार्यकर्ताओं में गुस्सा होना लाजमी है?
ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी और कांग्रेस में अंतर ये है कि वो लोग लोभ से वहां गए। जो लोग वहां गए हैं उन्होंने कांग्रेस सरकार को गिराने का काम किया, महापाप किया। जो कांग्रेस में आए हैं उनका कहना यह है कि उन्होंने भारतीय जनता पार्टी का विद्रूप चेहरा देख लिया है।
सर, टिकट बंटवारे में काफी देरी हुई, अभी भी कुछ सीटों पर ऐलान बाकी है, तो ये कब तक संभव है?
नहीं, कोई देरी नहीं हुई हमारे यहाँ, क्योंकि उत्तर प्रदेश के कारण उत्तराखंड पर थोड़ा असर पड़ा। उत्तर प्रदेश में कभी समझौते हो रहे थे पार्टियों में, कभी नहीं हो रहे थे, और उसकी वजह से हमारी जो सेंट्रल लीडरशिप थी उसमें व्यस्त हो गई।
तो आप देख सकते हैं किशोर उपाध्याय जी का साफ कहना है कि 2/3 बहुमत से उत्तराखंड में एक बार फिर कांग्रेस की सरकार बनेगी। कैमरामैन संतोष यादव के साथ नवविक्रम सिंह, राज्य सभा टीवी, देहरादून।
Well, Aditi, coming back to you now, this is something that you just spoke about earlier in the program, which still not started panning out in Uttar Pradesh, but in Uttarakhand we've already seen the rebellion the moment the tickets have been distributed.
There is a problem, of course there's a problem, because people have crossed over from the Congress to the BJP, from the BJP to the Congress. Obviously, those who have been nursing the constituencies for a long time from either party feel cheated when a newcomer in their eyes gets the seat. So all these are, I mean, I don't think it's unusual. It happens in every election. Maybe this time the number of people who have crossed to and fro is slightly bigger. Particularly keeping in view of the fact that Uttarakhand almost lost its elected government because of defections some months ago, and then had to go through a long and protracted process of getting a vote of confidence. So, for instance, Mr. Vijay Bahuguna, who is the former Chief Minister who crossed over to the BJP, has sought to accommodate his sons in the election.
Right.
And there are many others like that. So now we have to see what the depth of the rage is, and whether it will result in actively sabotaging the election, both in the Congress and in the BJP.
All right, Aditi Fadnis, we'll have to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining us on the program and putting things into perspective for us. Well, moving on to Goa now, where the Goa Pradesh Congress Committee on Monday released the party manifesto ahead of the upcoming Goa Assembly elections. The party promised free petrol for youth and wheat at 2 rupees, rice at 3 rupees and sugar at 7 rupees each. The manifesto also promises to provide free water and electricity to poor people without any increase in further taxes. Congress leader Jyotiraditya Scindia released the manifesto. The party has also promised to waive off outstanding mining loans to the extent of 1 truckload per family. Goa will go to polls on February 4th and the counting of votes in the state will be held on March 11th. Well, joining me for a chat right now is our correspondent Ravindra Singh Sharon from Panji in Goa. Ravindra, as far as the manifesto itself is concerned, it looks like the Congress has announced quite a few schemes. What are the highlights of the manifesto?
Yeah, good evening, Frank. The important issues which the Congress party has highlighted in this manifesto is free patrol will be given to the young people, youth who are having valid driving license. Besides this, as you mentioned, 2, 3 and 7 rupees scheme is new coming, which the Congress party, if voted back to the power, it will give the sugar, rice and wheat to the below poverty line families. Also, accepting this that the employment is a key concern and it is a paramount consideration for the Congress party. The Congress party has promised that all the contractual worker who has been working in the Goa government for the last 5 years will be made a permanent employee of the government. Besides this, the mining sector has also been taken care of if the government will come back to the power, especially if we talk about the more contentious issue like the dual citizenship and the voting rights for the NRIs. The Congress party has promised that it will resolve to solve this issue and subsequently a lot of important steps will be taken to solve the problems of the people who are living abroad. Also, one of the other important issues which the party has taken in this manifesto, they have promised is that youth and a lot of employment will be generated by different means and they will make the tourism of this western coastal Goa state as par with the foreign European countries. While the Aam Aadmi Party has already launched its manifesto in the last week, the BJP is going to launch the manifesto on 27th. They are coming up with their manifesto on 27th. And today, while
you know what, we'll have
responding to the manifesto of the Congress party,
with those details and telling us about the highlights really of the Congress's manifesto. Moving on now, the Congress has announced it will go it alone in the February 4th Assembly elections in Goa by contesting 37 of the 40 seats. All India Congress Committee General Secretary and in charge of the party's Goa affairs, Digvijay Singh, said that the election in the state was more a test of identity for the Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar than for the BJP or the RSS. Our correspondent Ravindra Singh Sharon caught up with him. This is what he had to say.
40 में से 37 सीटों पर कांग्रेस लड़ रही है। केवल 3 सीटों पर हम लोग दूसरे कैंडिडेट्स सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं।
तो आपने बताया कि बहुत ही लो की और सबड्यूड इलेक्शन कैंपेन रहेगा, सर उसका क्या कारण है, क्यों बड़ी-बड़ी रैलियां और ये सब?
ऐसा है, गोवा का मिजाज जो है वो बड़ी रैली का नहीं है। यहाँ पर डोर टू डोर कैंपेन का ज्यादा असर होता है, इसलिए हमने शुरू से पिछले 6 महीने से डोर टू डोर कैंपेन चलाया हुआ है।
सर, आम आदमी पार्टी नई पार्टी के रूप में आई है, आपको लगता है कि उससे कहीं आपका वोट बैंक में कुछ सेंध लग सकती है किसी तरह की?
मैंने हमेशा कहा है, आप पार्टी जो है मूलतः भारतीय जनता पार्टी की बी टीम है और वो जो है कांग्रेस के वोटों में ही सेंध लगाते हैं भाजपा को मदद करने के लिए।
सर, बीजेपी का कहना है कि इस बार जो पिछले 5 साल में उन्होंने विकास का काम किया उतना कभी नहीं हुआ है और विकास के दम पर एक बार फिर से जनता यहाँ पर बीजेपी को सपोर्ट करेगी।
दिखता तो नहीं है, एक पुल जो उन्होंने कहा था 8 महीने में पूरा करेंगे, 5 साल में पूरा नहीं कर पाए। जिस हालत में कांग्रेस छोड़ के गई थी वही हालत में है। और यही नहीं है, उनके चाहे कैसीनो के मामले में हो, चाहे बढ़ती महंगाई का मामला हो या रोजगार का मामला हो, चाहे माइनिंग का मामला हो, हर मामले में उन्होंने जो वादा किया था उसको पूरा नहीं किया है।
तो अब इसलिए यू टर्न की सरकार बार बार कह रहे हैं।
जी हाँ, वाकई में यू टर्न की सरकार।
सर, एक बात मनोहर पर्रिकर का आप नाम ले रहे हैं बार बार कि उनका व्यक्तिगत तौर पर ये चुनाव है, वो रक्षा मंत्री ना होकर सेल्फ डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ऑफ गोवा है
जी,
उसका क्या कारण है?
कारण यही है कि पूरा का पूरा जो उनकी जो अहम और अहंकार है, ये भी कोई छोटे मोदी के रूप में है। पूरे तरीके से इनका जो अहम और अहंकार है, उसकी वजह से ही यहाँ पर आरएसएस ने उनका साथ छोड़ा है।
Meanwhile, ahead of Goa Assembly elections, Goans seem to be clearly divided over a new airport project in North Goa. Locals dependent on trade and tourism in South Goa, where the state's only airport is located, fear losing out their livelihood with the second airport coming up in the state. Ruling BJP is pitching the airport as one of its biggest projects in the next term, bringing employment to the locals.
Mopa village, 43 kilometers north of Goa's capital Punjab, is turning into a huge election issue. This after the state government decided to go ahead with the Mopa airport project last November, claiming that the existing Dabolim airport, which is under naval jurisdiction, has been saturated as far as civilian use is concerned. However, local activists opposing land acquisition for the project have termed it a land scam.
इधर बेचता है बोलता है, अरे ये हमारा देवस्थान हो, ये शांता दुर्गा देवस्थान है, हाँ उसका कलश वो संपुष्टन करने का नहीं मोला में लोगों का वो बेचता है। लोग पैसा हमका नहीं मांगता है, हमारा ये घर हमारा ये देवस्थान इधर रहना मांगता है। हम
ये काजू का पेड़ है, नारियल का पेड़ है, बहुत पेड़ लगाया। पूरा बच्चा था 15 साल का, उसके बाद मेरा उम्र वो तो साल अभी 60 बरस हो गया। वो पूरा हमारा जागा गया, वो पेड़ गया, उत्पन्न का पेड़ गया।
गोवा में 40 MLA है ना, सब लोगों ने साइड में जगह लेके रखा है, और जब ये एयरपोर्ट बनेगा तब उसका धंधा चलेगा। ये बड़ा लैंड स्कैम का प्रोग्राम है।
Locals dependent on tourism in South Goa are worried after the government pushed for the greenfield airport at Mopa. They want the existing airport in South Goa's Dabolim to continue, as its closure will spell doom for trade and tourism in South Goa.
अभी जो रीजनल प्लान जो बनाया है 2021, उसमें बहुत सारी गलतियां हुई हैं। गलतियां यानी कि वो एंटी पीपल हैं, एंटी गोवा की एनवायरनमेंट है, उसके खिलाफ है, और जो पूरे की पूरी जो मेजर जो लैंड का ये है चंक है, वो पूरा सेटलमेंट जोन में दिखाया गया है। उसमें बड़े इसके इको सेंसिटिव जोन भी है जो पूरे सेटलमेंट एरिया में आए हैं।
दक्षिण गोवा जो है उसमें थोड़ा फर्क जरूर पड़ेगा, लेकिन उसके गोवा में टूरिस्ट जो है वो दोनों जगह आते हैं, साउथ गोवा और नॉर्थ गोवा। नॉर्थ गोवा के हिसाब से वो वाइबल हो सकता है, क्योंकि महाराष्ट्र का पश्चिमी हिस्सा और दक्षिणी हिस्से में टूरिस्ट अभी काफी आ रहे हैं, तो मोपा एयरपोर्ट होने से अच्छा हो सकता है, लेकिन उनको फायदा हो सकता है।
South Goa locals view the new airport construction as a calculated move targeted against Christians. North Goa, with a population of 8.1 lakh, is larger, but Christians constitute only 1.4%, while South Goa, with a population of 6.4 lakh, includes close to 37% Christians. The BJP-led state government, however, says that the new airport will bring better connectivity and more tourism.
All these projects are going to generate huge number of jobs, and I am sure after creation of these jobs, no youth will be left unemployed.
The Mopa project has been under consideration since 1999 when the Congress ruled the state. However, the fear that it would lead to the eventual closure of Dabolim Airport and impact businesses in South Goa had stalled the project. Dabolim caters to over 6 million passengers annually. With passenger traffic growing at 20%, the airport is expected to soon saturate beyond its capacity. The contract of constructing Mopa Airport has already been given, and the first phase would be completed by 2019. Ravindra Singh Sheoran's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Here's a roundup of the other election news in Polpuri. The BJP on Monday released its first list of 31 candidates for the Manipur Assembly elections that are scheduled to take place in March this year. Out of the 31 names, the party has announced 20 candidates for the first phase and 11 names for the second phase of elections. Polling for the 60-member Manipur Assembly will be held in 2 phases on March 4th and 8th. BJP is in a direct fight with the Congress in the state, but is unlikely to project any chief ministerial candidate. As many as 126 officials deployed for election duty in Uttar Pradesh will have a day's salary deducted for allegedly being absent from duty. They were deputed as presiding officers and polling officers but were found to be absent during a training session. Assembly elections in Uttar Pradesh will start from February 11th. Aam Aadmi Party's national convener Arvind Kejriwal on Monday claimed that the BJP was baffled by the popularity of AAP's chief ministerial candidate Elvis Gomez, and that is why it wants to bring back Manohar Parrikar to his home state. The BJP has been maintaining suspense over its chief ministerial candidate. That's it on this newscast. Have a good evening.